The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Once again, it's Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Hurts rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Powell. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. To the air again. It's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the gun, here's Cousins. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Second down, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
That shit supposed to be a pick, goddamn.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Damn, somebody put 80 up on Rich bum ass.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Damn, 80? That's wild.
It would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Damn, I see you, Corey. Corey 2-0. 2 division wins to start it off. I see you, Corey.
Next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury? So, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Cousins to throw it. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Cousins. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cam Akers.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have moved out in front. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second down, here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down. That one covers 24 yards.
But it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take his 7-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Now he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
If Goddard doesn't miss 5 games last year, there's a good chance he gets Philly a 3rd 1,000-yard receiver. Just getting better and better, now entering his 6th season.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Back to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From
Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by a Caleb Evans down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent. And I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately could wind up.
That's a fucking 14-0 swing, bro. Like, damn, I gotta do better than that.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 1st down throw for Cousins.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Akers.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
This to make it a 2-score game.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll roll him out right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, you kept him out of the end zone there. This game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He gets it to Addison.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Throwing is Cousins.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, 26 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 52, Eagles 35.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron.
Oh, they just let you jam my niggas up the whole damn game. Shit.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Following the interception, Cousins rolling to his left. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Madison running on first down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Going to run with Madison again. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 59, Eagles 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Eagles 43.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, partner, under the lights.